best of 3 for the winners bracket, but the losing pair. They're playing to be in the semi-final tomorrow. Loser is actually eliminated. Hopefully this is working, because we have no idea.
Absolutely none whatsoever. We could just be talking into the ether.
Yeah, as I said before, it could be just into the thin air, but if it does happen to end up on the site, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, we could just be casting for the one of the guy in this Rumble channel.
A lot of standards in this particular game. The rules not really being followed by the organizers for the stand-in requirement. Your teams were required to list a particular stand-in, and that's the only stand-in. If you did not have a full roster, you were required to either concede or play on without the full roster. But it seems in this case, they're happy to bend the rules.
Well, it's got quite late at night on a Saturday night, and yeah, I suppose that the main caster may be a little bit inebriated by this point, and is probably allowing all sorts of things. Apart from letting us join as casters in the actual game. Not bitter at all.
Not better at all. No, no, no. Maybe next time.
We can be even more.
So stand-ins, have no idea who these stand-ins in. Did not see any of these stand-ins during the pool plays. Only coming in now into the later stages of brackets. And what do you expect we're going to see here? Typical bans, Batrider.
Typical bans, you'll probably see Magnus ban out, Lifestealer ban out, Batrider ban out. The only time you won't see a Magnus ban out is one of the teams is desperately trying to do it to get him.
10 seconds.
I have some bias in this game. I have some bias in this game. The Rambo team is actually from the same clan that I'm in.
Batrider, Lifestealer.
Here comes the Magnus.
Well, they're thinking about it. Who's got first pick? Dire. Radiant has first pick? Dire has first pick.
Die has first pick, I believe.
10 seconds remaining.
Well, if I'd be the sensible one, then I'd probably ban out Magnus if I was Dire right now.
You mean Radiant?
Radiant right now?
Reserve time.
Well, nothing really interesting to see here. What I'd like to see is some unusual combos come through. So far, we're just seeing everything that sits in that tier 1 bracket coming through.
And Darkseer ban, which is a fair ban. You know, Darkseer can push a lane so hard. He's such a terrible character to deal with. You know, he gets respect banned out quite a lot. And the Magnus ban.
Yeah, they were smart to pick. I was actually incorrect. It is a Radiant first pick. Oh, picking up that gyro straight away. They want, they want that damage. They want.
Gyro is such an excellent carry. So hard to deal with, especially with the Lifestealers taken out of the action. You know, just the fact that this flat cannon has 1,000 range. It blows my mind every time I remind myself that. It's 1,000 range. His base attack range, 375. Flat cannon, 1,000 range. Ridiculous.
You were going to see
10 seconds
see these guys think about this for a while. If I was in this position, I'd be looking to pick up those key trialing guys right now. Probably SD, followed by something that I want to deny them. Possibly even...
Yeah, they want to...
a Druid.
Yeah, you'll see one of the other power characters, something like Lone Druid coming out now.
Keeper.
Keeper of the Light. They could... Oh god, they could be pushing for a Keeper of the Light Phantom Lancer combo right now.
Yeah, possible. I'm just know that this gyro is going to be sitting in the offlane. That's why they banned out their Darkseer. They're going to put the gyro in the offlane by himself just to farm up the levels really quickly.
Yeah.
So they
can't deal with the Darkseer.
Yeah, so they need something there to really harass and push down that gyro. So if they just let it go through, then they'll be in a position where their offlane is going to be one of their last picks, giving away basically their mid and their tri lane really early.
5 seconds remaining.
Gonna get outdrafted.
I'm really interested to see what they're going to pick as a second pick. Like, a Phantom Lancer right now would be a very, very strong pick. The Keeper of Light Phantom Lancer combo is terrible to deal with. but they could absolutely maximally broadcast what they're planning to do and pick out something like a Wisp, and then go for something terrible like the tiny Wisp keeper lane, which is a shocker to deal with as well.
I'm not too much of a fan of the keeper. I know I like him in pubs, but the fact that he scales out so late game, he doesn't really do anything late game other than push lanes. And I know that's how you're supposed to play him, but he doesn't have any of. Maybe it's the way I play him, but I just don't see him lasting if this game goes too long.
Spectre, that's an interesting thing. Keepers of the Light, they really do feel like a very, very, very strong support lane. They absolutely horrifically push out lanes. The mana drain remains useful because I'm pretty sure it's a percentage mana drain. Yeah, it's a percentage mana drain, so it continues to remain relevant for the entire thing. But the thing you've got to watch out is for the blinding light, giving people an 80% miss chance for 5 seconds over that area, especially with that knockback, is an incredible thing. And the knockback, of course, breaks things like teleports, and channels, that sort of thing. It's a very, very powerful ability straight into the late game. And the recall, especially if you're using the recall properly, you can pull people from all over the map, back and forward, back and forward. He remains really strong, but he remains very much a true support until late game.
Picking up there next is I know when I play keeper, I hate Nyx, because you're going to be, if you're not altered, you're going to be standing still when you channel your spell. Prime target there for the Nyx to just come up behind you and finish you off.
Yeah, and Nyx, you very definitely, unless they're planning to go mid Nyx and go for pure assassination, he's going to be the support there in the gyrocopter lane.
Well, I'm really fearing here that the TG are going to get outdrafted. Look, you can see that Gyro is going to go on the offlane, and they're banning off all the answers to him in that offlane. Banning off Darkseer, banning off Weaver, banning off Bounty Hunter. Leaves them Clockwork.
Clockwork. Actually, Clockwork Keeper of the Light is quite hilarious because it gives Keeper of the Light so much time to just charge up his freaking Illuminate, and they can do a huge amount of damage to anybody caught in those Clockworks.
I know.
Puck for mid, excellent choice. I do love a good puck.
Wow, this looking really unusual lineup with a Warlock in there, also with a Clockwork. I guess they have a strategy in mind that we are not yet aware of, but I still don't see where this Keeper of the Light is going to synergize well just yet. Who was the mid?
You'll probably see him in Warlock, I reckon. Oh no, Clockwork. Probably see a
so who's the long lane?
Mid.
They've taken out all the other long lane options. It has to be Clockwork in the long lane, up against Gyro.
5 seconds remaining.
That only leaves Druid and Tree.
Reserve time.
You can see Clockwork in the long lane a lot. You might end up just seeing something like. You won't even see Warlock. They could still be waiting to pick for their long lane.
Is Spectre a long lane hero? Can you? No, she gets so punished in the laning phase. She wouldn't be a long lane.
Spectre is one of the hardest of the hard carries. Like, you need so much farm on Spectre for Spectre to become like a great character. You can still do a decent amount of harassment. Like, I'm probably going to see who with Keeper of the Light, just so you can keep throwing out those spectral daggers.
And I don't see either Warlock or Clockwork doing well against the puck mid.
That's true. I mean, puck mid is very, very strong. It's going to be very hard to deal with. You'll probably end up seeing a Clockwork mid just for the cogs. If you can cogs puck, it really screws up puck's day. But even then, very, very, very hard. Puck, with a reality disjoint, hard to deal with. Nature's Prophet.
Team ban.
Excellent choice. Can pretty much play any lane. Most likely you're going to see him either bottom lane or jungle.
I'm really liking the lineup here from the Radiant side. From what team is it? Rambo, yeah, from Rambo team. They got way more flexibility with their lineup at this stage. I know that they're going to suffer a little bit from the Clockwork and the Rock, as well as the Illuminate, but I'm liking their lineup. This is the kind of lineup I like to play. This is the kind of team I like to have.
Yeah, they're looking very, very strong at the moment. We've got about a Tidehunter ban out. That's an interesting ban out.
You would have thought they'd ban out a carry, unless they're you can't carry with Gyrocopter. That's interesting,
Tide
yeah.
Hunter would ruin
I,
their day.
I probably would have banned out SD, because if I was making this team, I'd want to put an SD in there if it was a support. If it was a carry, I'd want to put a spike damage carry in there. I would put a TA in there, just because, oh no, TA is a mid hero. Someone who's going to work well in the tri lane with a stun.
Reserve time.
Someone's going to have burst DPS so that once they've been stunned, you can just finish them off.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised to see a Shadow Demon pick, to be honest. And a
Team pick.
Doom ban. Jeez, these are some weird bans and weird picks.
Undying, there we go, there's the combo. Keeper of Light, Undying in the tri lane with either a Clockwork or a Spectre to pick up the kills. That leaves Warlock
Yeah, you'll
mid.
probably see Warlock mid, Clockwork long line.
They're going to go for Strength Sap. That's a good choice with the Undying. Those heroes currently on the table having low both low hit points, initial hit point pulls, but also having very low strength gain as they level.
10 seconds.
So that strength,
All of them except for Puck are very susceptible to the slow from his grave.
yeah. So that strength gain with unlimited spam, well not unlimited, but a lot of spam from the Keeper of Light. That's what they were looking for. That's why they picked him up early. They wanted to give themselves that option to see what the lineup would be. Otherwise, they could have put a CK in there, or they could have put someone else in there, even a Phantom Lancer. So they waited to see what the lineup was.
Dragon Knight.
Dragon Knight.
Well,
Dragon Knight tri lane
excellent pick.
with a
Yeah.
double stun.
No, it can't be.
Yeah, it'll be a double stun.
Support Dragon Knight?
No, it'll be a Nyx and a Dragon Knight in bottom lane. It'll be with a Prophet there just to kind of jungle and jump around. It'll be Puck mid and it'll be Gyro long lane.
You can't afford to leave Gyro long by himself. He needs the support. He's the hard carry of the team.
So often you see it though. You see him going long lane versus long lane. So they'll do like they'll try and pair it so that he is in the same long lane with Clockwork, because he can just out damage him. It'll be one of those games where they try and rotate a lot. They'll try and bounce around.
Well, I think no matter what, this is going to be a very interesting game to watch.
Prepare for battle! If you want peace, you must prepare for war.
No, I'm
Wait,
picking up smoke to start with.
Do we have an
You must also prepare for war. The lesson
Jeez, for a
is
second I thought, I
always
think
prepare
Undying
for
is going
war.
mid.
No.
Yes?
Well, he's in the position to go mid, but I know for a fact that Mangled Penis is the, you might say, the keystone for their team. He often plays a support role, a critical support role for their team. I watched the game, one of the earlier rounds versus Wolfgang, where he played Rubik, and he just stole everything. He played amazingly. He was almost a carry Rubik.
30 seconds
Wow.
to battle.
Then again, if you get the farm and you're good on Rubik is a scary, scary beast. So, yeah, okay, we've got Warlock, Spectre, Keeper of the Light top, Undying mid, and Clockwork long lane.
I don't know what the synergy here with the Keeper of the Light and the Warlock is, or with the Spectre. Is there any synergy there?
Spam, Keeper.
The battle begins!
Oh yes, of course. Warlock pops down his fatal bombs, and then you get a giant illuminate through it, and suddenly that is a massive chunk of damage popping up all over the place.
And there must be something more
So
similar
you've
that
got
we're
your
missing.
Spectre.
Spectre going to be doing? What is the? Can he spam that dagger?
Spectre can only spam Spectral Dagger. It's still on a 16-second cooldown, which is probably about right for. You know,
Oh, nice! I have never thought of that before. See Clockwork there blocking the lane with the cog, so that the creeps are all caught.
that is an excellent idea.
I've seen it done earlier up in the bottleneck, so that the creeps actually have to go around through past the agents.
Okay, so it looks like we've got Nyx, Gyro on the bottom, with Keeper, of course, in the jungle, Dragon Knight mid, and Puck solo top.
Wow, I'm really sort of perplexed by the positioning of this TG team. I thought they got out-drafted, now I think they're getting out-laned. This Puck
I'm
needs
actually
to...
interested by this.
This
Yeah,
Puck is
that's
going to
what I
have to have
thought.
the
This
best game of his
Undying-
life.
It's going to be hard. this Undying mid is actually a pretty good choice. He can keep stealing the strength of Dragonite, thus like denying him damage for his last hitting, and keep forcing him back.
Like I said earlier on, Mangle Penis being really the carrying the team in a lot of the games that I've seen them play in. He is the keystone for their team. But you're right, that strength set really sort of denying Dragonite the ability to do anything.
Yeah, it's really, really impacting his farm.
No money for you.
Saying that he's still going toe to toe with him.
Yeah, they're just sitting there beating the shit out of each other. That was a bit slow on that, in my opinion. But,
Oh wow.
oh, forcing him back.
And we see this puck, this weird puck at the top. I don't
cycling.
understand. I don't understand.
Well, Puck needs to be in a solo lane, and they've given him a solo lane. They just gave him the solo lane versus 3 people, but they don't have any stuns, or that's a no stun lane. How the hell do you lock down a Puck without stunning him? He can just disjoint. He can ball away. You know, that's really hard for them to actually track that Puck.
Indirect damage. They're gonna have to mana drain him. This.
Yeah, they need to mana drain him. They need to, just keep him whittled down. Just ping him.
Oh.
Because otherwise he'll just do that. He'll get away.
Yeah, but at the same time, they can mana drain him. They can put fatal bonds on him. This Spectre has the ability to really catch up to him really quickly if he is out of position, if he blinks into the tree somewhere. At the same time, how's he going to shut down their farm? He's not really going to be able to harass effectively. Not at this early stage. Once he gets that XP level advantage, then yes, but
Yeah, I mean he needs the mana to be able to spam. I mean he can illusionary orbs like harass them, but that still takes a shitload of mana. It's 150 mana a cast. Even in early game as an int hero, that's going to take up most of his mana.
see, in this lane here, in this game, I don't think I'd be stacking and pulling. What I would be is just blasting the crap out of that wave. So there is nowhere for this puck to go, because those creeps are just going to damage him. He's going to be really restricted. If he's going to get farm regardless. He's going to get SP advantage anyway. You might as well play it to your advantage and just push it. Sounds, I know, counterproductive, but that's what I'd be doing. I wouldn't be stacking and pulling. I'd just be pushing this lane as hard as possible.
Yeah, it's one of the things. I mean, you do need to stack and pull, but you're only versus a Puck.
Yeah, and he
needs to afford to be aggressive.
Yeah, you have to be aggressive because once he gets that freedom, the ability to go out and sort of disrupt your farm in the jungle, that's the only thing he can actually do. He just harass and sort of put damage onto hero. He's going to always retreat from creep waves.
Because the thing is, their lane, Keeper of the Light, Warlock, Spectre, that is a hard pushing lane. With Fatal Bonds, Illuminate, and Spectral Dagger, that is a lot of pushing.
You can see now that Puck's already sitting at about half.
Dying, has invisibility, he's rotating in behind. He's coming in behind this Puck. He's going to probably go in for a tower dive gank. The rest of them can come down. Nope.
Miscommunication. This is going to cost them big time. This is going to cost them majorly. He's going to get taken out.
Oh, jeez. They're just lucky that Undying didn't die.
Oh, they got him.
Oh, no, they still got him.
Excellent. With the keeper taking it. That was pretty sloppy, though.
It was poor communications. They needed to wait.
But like as I said, I'm not sure how this, if they push the lane like they did then, exactly as I was saying, they push that lane, they can find the Puck. His ability to be maneuverable and escape is really restricted the area in which he can work. If they stack and pull, he doesn't have that. If they stack and pull, he gets that freedom of maneuverability back. They just need to hard push it, so he's just confined into the area of the tower. Yes, he's going to get the feed of XP, but you should be able to knock down that tower pretty quickly with this team. See, when they're not hard pushing, Puck's roaming around looking for runes. Going to rotate middle. It looks like they're going to rotate. He's rotating middle.
Oh yeah, he's rotating in. Dragonite looks like he's rotating bottom. No, just checking runes. Just checking runes.
Observes carnage underway at Radiant's
I think
top
the
tower.
Puck just abandoned top lane completely.
Yeah, because it was completely pushed out. He had nothing else to do.
This Clockwork isn't really doing anything here up in bottom lane. He can't really hold them back. The Gyro's got like the most farm in the team. Dragonite.
That's what I said earlier on in the draft. I felt for TG because I felt all the potential answers to Gyro in the solo lane, or in this case a dual lane. They needed some answers, but they answered that with Puck. Is this Puck a better choice than some of the pickups they could have had for a solo lane? I don't know.
And the thing is, you really want that Puck mid for the farm, the harass. He's got the mobility that he can really control runes well. I mean, it's not a good position for Puck to be solo top, but
Here we go.
he is. He's holding back these guys.
The Fatal Bond's going to be really annoying. They're going to harass him down with it quite easily, especially once it gets more targets. Meanwhile in the mid, toe to toe, they're 31 for 7 and 31 for 7 on the CN. Toe to toe exactly.
Yeah, I know, it's been a really, really close match up middle. You know, just because they're both kind of spammy strength heroes that just get in each other's face and melee things out, one of them can't be in the back, you know, just like sniping off denies and things like that. They both have to be right in there. But if they're both right in there, Mangle Penis is going to win it because he has decay. He can steal all of Dragonite's strength.
He's saving that up. He's saving that up.
Setting it.
He's waiting for this DK to be low enough for him to ult. Meanwhile, he's going to go pick off this DD.
Oh yeah, with a DD on him, he's going to be pretty damn scary. I mean, he already does 77 damage. You know, steals 4 strength of Dragonite. He's doing 80 damage a hit, double that, 160 damage a hit.
Here we go.
Bam,
This
dead
is the
Dragonite.
play. He's gonna push in a little bit. He's not gonna contest these.
Dead Clockwork up top.
Dire's bottom tower is
I think there's a
under
combination of a
attack.
stun followed by just Gyro doing his thing.
He got stunned out. Gyro landed his ult on top of him. Clockwork was in his own cogs.
He's taking many wounds.
They tried to go for
He
the.
tried to rocket at the end and got counter stunned by Nyx due to his carapace.
Spectre sitting quite low.
Oh, Undying's going in. Undying's going in. Stunned under the tower. Somebody has teleporting in. He's not going to take it. He's going to die. Dead.
Wow. Look at Gyro. Gyro almost going to go down to creep. Potentially a flare rocket killing him if he's in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower
Ooh,
is
very
under
close on the flare
attack.
rocket then.
Come to me.
Clockwork's only got 1 level in his... Oh no, he's got 3 levels.
Meanwhile, this nature doing well, doing pretty well. You know, the Radiant has got far more CS than the Dire at this stage.
Missing bottom.
Yeah, Radiant doing exceptionally well here for the farm. I still think their lineup was much stronger than the Dire's lineup. May have to eat my words, but I'm at this stage that's how I feel. Oh, Clockwork tracking the Dragonite. Dragonite all alone, no support. But he just weathers. He just tanks it, almost killing off the Clockwork, even though it was 2-on-1. Yeah, but he can't escape. He can't escape the ult. Oh, he dukes him. He dukes him. Amazing play. On the top lane here we have
Radiant's middle tower is
a
under
lot going on
attack.
the top lane. But this mid lane here. But this Undying really punishing their team. Doing so well as a mid hero. Oh, next trying to finish the Clockwork, but he can't do it. He's out with mana. He's on his own. Just coming in. Comes in. Oh, bad luck.
Double kill.
Spectre picking up a double kill. Picking up the double kill with the image.
Dyer's
Excellent
middle
play.
tower is under attack.
I believe I may have lost my co-caster just then. And are you back?
Dyer's bottom tower is taking
No, I've lost my
many
co-caster.
wounds.
In any case, guys, I'll carry on.
No,
What
I'm
happened?
here.
You dropped off there
No,
for a bit.
I thought you disappeared.
Oh, I DC'd because I was getting no reply from you. In any case,
Oh, weird.
I was just saying before the dives from that Undying be quite ballsy in the middle there. And there's that fight with Clockwork and Undying.
Spectre's been caught out by the
Nah,
drain.
saved.
Beautiful cogs and
Oh no,
saved
picked
by
off.
Clockwork, but he's trapped among 3 of them. Gets out, keeps them trapped in the cogs. Everybody makes it alive.
No, you didn't. In fact, you missed that.
Oh,
Puck,
it didn't?
Puck came in and picked off Spectre.
Oh, very nice work by the puck there.
This Undying showing how much balls he's got.
Oh, beautiful orcs by the Warlock.
Beautiful.
Native Prophet dies.
And this is going to be a bad fight.
Cleans up.
This is going to be terrible. They've got a decent, but they want the.
Undying goes down.
They want this.
Double kill.
They want the kill. They want the last kill before they pause the game.
Oh,
No, the pause will come now.
no, he's too far close to his tower.
Game not being paused. They're going to play on. They say, hey, we don't need any help.
Nyx Assassin, we don't need him. Nobody even realizes that the Nyx Assassin is disconnected.
Great play there by the host, letting everyone know that a guy had DC'd. Probably would have been in the interest of neutrality not to say anything. I know that seems harsh.
No one from either team actually realized that he had DC'd.
Yeah, like I said, it seems harsh, but his position is to observe. He shouldn't say anything, even if it's clearly like a disadvantage to the Knicks player. If there's a pub game, that's fine, but this is a tournament game. You can't do that. You can't interfere with the game. And to say I'm going to pause it because I want to take a piss. No, you just let the game play on. It's up to the individual teams to decide who's going to pause and when.
Hell, that fight was like a beautiful, beautiful turnaround there from the Radiant side.
Like I said, I feel that they've got the much stronger team in this lineup.
Oh yeah, no, the Rambo has a much better constructed team, but I've got to admire the ballsiness here of the Dire side.
Radiant's top
And I know from playing a number of games with my friends that Undying does scale off mid game, so he's going to be less effective late game. Even
He
though
becomes very, very much about his tombstone and his ult. You know, that damage amplification that he gives in an aura. Suddenly, you have your damage characters, and everything starts doing huge amounts more damage.
yeah, and as I did say before, most of the lineup for the Radiant, they don't scale well in strength as they level. So I guess his strength step is still going to be useful to at least lower their HP.
And it does last for quite a long time and do a bit of damage. But it becomes less and less important. The soul rip for the heal, the tombstone always remains very, very relevant. And the flesh golem just becomes more and more and more important to the team as the game goes on. Because once you hit, it does 30% like damage amplification when you next to somebody. You have, your Spectre on that person, and he will rip them apart in seconds. You'll stand next to people, Keeper of the Light sends through an Illuminate, it does a huge amount more damage.
Big misplay there.
Because it amplifies anything.
Everyone's stepping in, but big misplay. Lane blocks by clock with the cogs is the viewers will be able to see if this is up. But TP's coming in, him reacting a little too slow and being caught by the TP and picked off. And now the die being really punished for this out of position.
Oh,
Huge damage
huge
coming in.
punishment.
Dyer's bottom tower is
Silenced by the Pudge. Illuminate comes in.
This DK may be overcommitting. Nah, he's got his kill.
Super fortified.
Oh, why did the Keeper Light go that far in?
And they're going to get this tower.
Seeing what their Clockwork's here.
Oh, Clockwork, nice deny.
Oh, beautiful snipe. Where are the cogs? Where are the cogs? Oh, beautiful rocket.
Not the strongest.